Welcome back to the Wolf Builders channel, where we're freaking absolutely smashing out this massive renovation jobby. Look at it, we're getting close. Close to lining, except for our windows are 2 weeks away, but that's okay. But in this exciting episode, my name is David, by the way, and if you're enjoying this freaking series, make sure you subscribe and like and leave comments to see where we fucked up. Because I always love learning from you lads too. So, anyway, this episode, we're doing Rondo. Look down. See that? We're going to be installing a Rondo system in this Rondo ceiling system in this area and in the hallway. Now, the reason I've chosen a Rondo system is because we've got some big, long, old school frickin' trusses that are coming through here, and they're frickin' bowed and they're bent and they've sagged, and the floor is like all over the show. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But what that's going to do, that's going to help me set a nice level ceiling all the way through here. And then that way when we go to stick our jib board on, everything's going to be nice and perfect. There's no need to pack and frickin' do all that crap. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to set up some of our heights for our perimeter bar. Now this is our perimeter bar. I'm using this here. It's a 32 by 32 channel. And I'm pretty much, if you come over here, I'm going to stick it on the wall like this. Now the reason being is that's going to give me solid fixing, well not solid fixing, but fixing for my jib board along this front face here, and then my batten is actually going to sit on top. So now that we sort of know exactly the way that this channel is going to go, we need to do some calculations. I've set my laser up over there, have a look. Now I've set my laser up I set it up at 2,320. We want our ceiling to be at 2,420. So that's 10 mil of jib and then 13 mil ceiling, and then we have about a 10 mil gap around the bottom as well. But unfortunately, because all the insulation's dropping down and all that sort of stuff, I had to adjust it back down to 2,320. So once I'd done that, I pretty much go through each corner and I'm checking to my laser line just in the corners, and I'm just checking that, making sure that this floor is somewhat level. I'm just coming through, checking every corner. Now there's a 35 mil discrepancy from this wall to this one over here, so something's dropped or something's going on over there. So what I'm doing is I'm not halving it out, but I sort of need to go with my lowest point on the floor, if that makes sense. So say that's 2,335. This side over here is 2,330, 2,3. I need to go with the side that's tallest and adjust from there. So once I had figured all that out, I actually set my laser up at a specific height that suits this channel here. Now I don't want to do the top side of the channel, I want to do the underneath side, so it's going to be easier for me to see that line and screw through. Now we're just going to go through, I've marked it all out, we're going to ping some lines, because obviously I can't get my laser up to the right height. Ping some lines and we're going to go stick this perimeter channel on right now. Sweet!
Yeah, bro.
Beautiful. Yep. Beautiful.
Fuck, I was going to say, are you there?
Yeah, happy?
Yeah, bro.
Sweet. Good?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, what I'm going to just show you, I can see this whole wall is dropping down in this corner. Yeah. Now, I'll show you how I know that is because I'll get you to measure from the top of your lintel to your chalk line. I have 102.
No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. What do you got?
I got 76.
Yeah, gee. So that's how far shit moves, bro, and that's why we're doing this system so we can get things nice and flat. And it's not much we can do about it.
Yeah,
it's literally that's unless we pull the whole house down. Alright, hoods are on because our freaking head keeps going into this really nice insulations. Okay, so as I'm freaking installing this L channel, I was using these steel bits. So this is like a 25 mil steel cutting bit from jib. Well, not from jib, but anyway. And what I was finding is it wouldn't actually bind into the timber itself, unfortunately. So I've gone through and I'm actually using just a timber screw now. You can see that. and that actually binds in and pulls in. The other ones were just spinning on the front face, and it wasn't actually pulling in and keep getting flush with the front face of this L channel. This. So I'll just go like this. It does take a little bit more effort to get it in, but then you can see it actually pulls flush, and when the jib board goes on, there's not going to be any discrepancies. Now I did notice one thing something else that I've also done is up in this corner, whenever I'm bringing a piece into this corner, I actually sit it back just a mil or two. That way the new piece that comes in here can actually slide past and there's no issues. So just a couple of pro tips there when you're putting the L channel on. So I haven't actually done Rondo in a very long time, so I'm still just trying to figure the system out, and we're just trying to figure out the fastest way to get this done. So first thing we've got to do, once we've got our perimeter bar on, we need to go through and mark out our 600 centers all the way through here, right? Now I'm actually starting my first one at 150. The reason I'm doing that is because we have all these extra battens on here that are holding the insulation in, and no matter what way I took my 600 from, it landed smack in the middle of one of these battens. So I've actually gone 150, and then that way we're going to land in the middle of all these. So we really don't have to take them down, and it's good holding the insulation up. So it sort of saves us a job, and it's doing something in the right time. So what we've sort of figured out is we've got our 150, right, and we've gone through and put our batten out, and we've just gone through, and we're just going to temporarily use, I think we're going to just temporarily use one clip. These clips actually pretty much connect into the Rondo just like this. Boom, you sort of just pull it and you pull it in like that and clip it in, and it's got this adjustment feature on here. So we're just going to I'm just going to put a screw through here and then just tack it on somewhere in the middle. I've started with this truss here, so I think I'll just carry that on all the way through, put these in on there and just tack it in for now. Get all our things spaced out correctly, and then we can go through and adjust the heights through the middle here, and then we'll just go through and whip all these clips on, and I think that will be pretty dead flat.
Never really move on from my past.
Alright, so now we've sort of done our little system through here, get our middle brackets. I've set the laser up 100 mil. Oh, my freaking mic. Alright, so now that we've sort of got our Rondo battens all set up, 600 centers all the way through here, and our brackets in the middle, now I've set the laser up 100 mil below the batten height, and we're just going through and we're adjusting with our adjustments, with our screws here, getting 100 mil, see that, up and down. We'll screw it off, put a couple of screws in, and then, yeah, Bob's your uncle. Then we'll reconvene. This morning, it's Saturday, we're smashing out some mahi. What we're going to do is we're going to complete this Rondo system through this hallway through here, right? Now, pretty much the same system as last time. We've set the laser up, we've screwed a piece of Rondo to the stud itself, used that as our laser level guide, and we've just sort of measured from this Rondo system, and we want to keep the same level between this room and this room, right? So I've got Fabian, he set it up 100 mil lower because we've got this installations, it's in the way. Installations. I know you can't hear me, so I said installations. And then what we're doing, we've got our hoodies on again because we're fucking, our heads going in the installations. And then obviously we're going to put our perimeter channel on, and we're going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to talk to you, once we get our perimeter channel on, we'll talk to you about exactly where we're going to start putting our battens, because like this last room, we had to sort of figure out exactly where we want to place them in terms of avoiding these existing battens, if that makes sense. So you can see we've avoided our existing battens on this one. So we're going to do the same thing here, but we're actually going to think about lights. So stay tuned. I was going to say, make sure you enjoy this exciting episode. Proudly broadcasted by Wolf Boulders.
But we need a voice like that. Share it in the background of our videos.
This is a very important announcement coming from Wolf Boulders, live from Hillcrest, New Zealand.
Okay.
It's done.
Rock on, Rod! Okay, sweet, awesome. Jesus, that's probably really, really loud. Look, we've got our hoodies up again because the insulation is amazing right on our head, and it's like this, the insulation. But we pretty much, and I got my backpack on, and I'm pretty much freaking, I'm not even that hungover, so let's get the hell out of here. Anyway, you can see what's happening with this Rondo system. We're obviously over 50 years, the house is sort of settled, the foundations have moved a little bit, and what happens is the walls start to creep, move up and down, and that adjusts the height of our ceiling. So we've obviously run through and used this Rondo system, and we're able to get things nice and dead flat again. Now, as I was explaining to you earlier, through here, you can see we've actually off-centered our batten through the center of this hallway through here. And the reason being is we have lights. There's an HRV system in there, and we want those to be able to be centered in this hallway, right? So if we were to go through and put a batten in, the spark is just going to go straight into the steel batten. Going to look like caca. So we really want to try and think about these things a little bit ahead of time. Yeah, it's always forward thinking. Everything with this job's forward thinking. Always thinking about the future. But we did run out of battens over here. I was going to join a couple, but it's not really worth it. I'm just going to grab one more batten and we'll chop it up and throw it up on a Monday, and then we're all pretty much ready for our pre-land inspection. Amendment still hasn't come through for our insulation and paper for the external walls, but we'll see how it goes. I will talk to the client tomorrow, and if necessary, I'll cancel the inspection, and peace! Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Lots of information, you know how to set this freaking Rondo system up. It's actually really easy. Haven't done it in a while, but I really, really like it. I like it better than timber battens, so I'm going to be using this from now on in, if it's deemed possible. There's obviously certain situations where we can't use this, if there's a diaphragm happening and all that sort of carry on. So, but anyway, doses, make sure you freaking enjoy. Make sure you enjoy this video right at the very end, and click that like and subscribe button, and see you on the next one.